In a previous lesson, I showed you how to complete the first step toward researching a career of interest by completing the Career Cluster Interest Inventory on the Virtual Job Shadow website. If you haven't watched that lesson yet or haven't completed that particular quiz, please go ahead and search for that video or complete that quiz. This lesson is going to cover the next step, which is picking a career. So as you can see here, I have the Virtual Job Shadow website pulled up. Remember, your login information is your last name, period, first name, and the password is an acronym LHS VJS 2020. Once you've logged in, you should see something like this. What I want you to take note of is this tab right here that says Tools. We're going to go ahead and click on Tools and then Assessments. If you fully completed the Career Clusters Interest Survey, which is this first thing listed here, you'll see hopefully one tab. You may see several if you've completed the assessment several times, as I have. But you're going to look and try to find a tab where it tells you that you were 100% complete. That was done for me on December 10th of 2020. And you can see that I can click on this little guy right here that says Results and see the results from the survey that I took. So if I click on that, I can see some of the top career clusters that I was matched with. They'll list them in order of the strongest match down to the very lowest match. And in the previous lesson video, I talked about what each of these numbers mean. It also talks about them at the very top of the page here. If you kind of look, scores between 30 and 19, 18 and 9, and 8 and 0. So if you have any questions about that, I would recommend just reading this information up here or watching the other lesson video. Your job at this point is to pick a career from one of the top 3 clusters. You can see that as I hover over each of these, that's actually a clickable link. So let me just click on Education and Training, for example, the top cluster I was matched with. And it's going to actually start to list, typically in alphabetical order, several different potential careers that are within this cluster. So I can see archivist, superintendent, athletic director, child care worker, librarian, a museum curator, so on and so forth. It continues all the way down. Teacher at the high school level, coaches and scouts, middle school teachers, and hey, look, there's special education teacher. You can kind of scroll through and look at each of these. Feel free to click into them, because if you click into them, a lot of them have like a short video that you can watch. Like this one is a kindergarten teacher, for example, to kind of give you an idea of maybe what a kindergarten teacher may do. You can read some of the information by clicking through the tabs that are over here on the left-hand side. And kind of try to figure out at least maybe a little bit more about the job if you're not really sure, the career, if you're not really sure exactly what it is. Then as soon as you pick one that you've liked, either from this career cluster page here or from the individual careers page, I want you to go ahead and click on the heart right here where it says add to my careers, because that will save it to your career so you won't have to search it again. I don't know that sometimes we tend to forget exactly what career we had chosen, and so that'll ensure that you won't forget. From this main page here, again, I can click that little heart and that'll save it to my careers. Once you've done that, the next time you come into the Virtual Job Shadow website, you won't have to go to this, you won't have to go into your assessment. Another way to get to this page right here is to go Careers and then Career Central. And you can see on the top left here, I can select individual clusters. I can say, hey, I want to view things by cluster. And that's how you would get back into the cluster. Again, I would go to Education and Training. Click on that right there. But if you don't want to go all the way into all of that, the next thing that you could do instead is if you saved it, you would go to Careers and then My Careers. And as I can see, since I had hearted the special education teacher, it shows up right here. And I can click into the career from here and get all of the information I need to complete my career research. If you have any questions about picking a career, or need some recommendations, feel free to reach out and I will be able to help you.